Okay, so here's some of the tools that I've gotten so far. I have the tire plug kit, and that includes this kind of like a file thing. Once you remove the nail or screw, whatever caused the flat tire, and then you have the one that actually drives the plug into the tire. These are pretty cool because it gives you a good grip. Okay, so I have those there. I also like to have some nitrile gloves, something disposable just in case, as well as some good shop gloves. You want to protect your hands, of course. Let's not forget the tire pressure gauges, and for whatever reason I ended up with two. It doesn't really matter, either one will work. I like these because once you get the tire pressure, it stays exposed, so it shows you exactly, if you need to refer back to it, what the tire pressure is. This is very similar, but it goes back to 0 automatically. Something that is very important, I think, is to have a working flashlight, and these are pretty inexpensive, and they are, again, in my opinion, a must-have. And always a good idea to have a couple of pliers. Just, these are probably unnecessary, the needle nose, but these, I believe, they're just like what are they called, those pincer pliers. Something that you definitely need, because once you discover what caused the flat tire, you want to remove that thing out of there. So when you need to remove the nail or the screw, you want something to give you the leverage to remove the nail. You'll definitely need a good pair of pliers for that. Clean rag is always a good idea as well. So those are the items that I have so far. Okay, so this is a tool pouch I got from Amazon. It has some elastic straps so you can keep it all in one piece. It's really nice, good solid material, and it's got plenty of capacity. It's got a little handle. This is the inside, plenty of pockets, and it's pretty sturdy. So I think this one will be perfect for my needs. It may take a little trial and error for you to figure out where you're gonna place your different tools, but you want to make sure that the pouch can fold properly. So that's going to determine, at least in my case, where I place these different tools. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of trial and error when it comes to positioning them, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Actually, it's got a nice little zipper pouch here at the very end. I believe that's the ideal place for the actual plugs. Maybe a rag. The flashlight. We'll find a good spot for it. And I keep trying this, to fold it so it doesn't get too bulky. Actually, this one might work better there. So it's going to take just some practice, and you'll get it eventually. Still, even if you slide this thing all the way in, it's still pretty easy to retrieve. These can just sit up on top of that. And these guys, this one can go in there. This one is a little bit bulky, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a good place for it. But again, it's gonna overkill. I already have one there, so no big deal if I have to leave it out. Yeah, this is pretty good so far. These straps are great. They really keep everything in one place. This handle is really unnecessary. But anyway, great purchase, and I'll have a link in the description. Amazon sells a variety of roll-up tool pouches, so you have different options. This one is just kind of the right size for my needs. Great. So this is the removable container that sits in the storage compartment right above the jack, and it is the perfect size for the little compressor that I have, and I'll provide a link. I don't know if they still make this one or if it's still available. There's plenty of these available at Amazon and other retailers, and comes with all the wires and the hose, neatly stored, so it is quite convenient. It's a decent size, and I just have a couple of rags here to provide a little bit of cushioning, but this one sits in there very, very nicely, and there's still a little bit of room around for this one. For example, comes with this lighter adapter, but I just keep it in here just in case, and I just keep it protected with a couple extra rags, and that goes back in the car, and it's out of the way. I stored the tool pouch right next to the jack, and it fits perfectly in there, and this actually gives me enough room to position this tray back in place without any interference, so it works really well. Okay, I added a few items to my toolkit. I decided to use these leather gloves, which are really nice and supple. They don't take up a lot of room. I also added the utility knife because once you plug the tire, you need to have a tool to cut the plug, and there's plenty of videos covering that process. I also added a couple of just standard screwdrivers, Phillips, and a flathead. And I also ordered a tire marker, and I'll put a note about that. And the reason for it should be arriving in the next couple of days. But I think my toolkit is complete at this point. I don't want to make it so bulky and heavy that it's impractical. So for the time being, I think that's gonna do it. And as you can see, I still have a manageable size tool roll here, and everything is secure in one place. And as a side note, I decided to do away with this handle. It's really useless in my opinion. It's just fine the way it is, less bulky, and it works perfectly fine without this thing. So that is, of course, my choice. But I thought I mentioned that in case you run into a similar situation. There's not a lot of room really for storing this tool bag by the jack, so the less stuff you have there, the better it is. So anyway, that's it. I hope you found the video helpful in case you decide to delete your vet's spare tire and build your own flat repair kit. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.